Imagine stumbling upon an abandoned house only to uncover a tragic love story spanning decades. This is not just a ghost story. It is a journey into eternal devotion. Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Bite. Today, we will explore a story that asks big questions about love and time. This is the story of Emma and Sarah. It is a story of mystery. It is a story of love. It is a story of waiting. Our story begins with a girl named Emma. Emma receives a letter. The letter is from her grandmother. Emma's grandmother lives in a small village. The village is far from the city. The letter says, "Emma, please come visit me. I miss you much." Emma usually stays home. She feels lazy, but this time Emma decides she will visit her grandmother. Emma thinks this is a new experience. This journey will be fun. Emma tells her best friend Sarah about the plan. Emma says, "I want to go to my grandmother's village." Sarah asks, "How do you go there?" Emma says, "I go on my scooter." Emma asks Sarah, "Do you want to come with me?" Sarah looks surprised. Sarah says, "So far?" "On a scooter?" Emma says, "Yes." It is a new experience. It is fun. Sarah smiles. Sarah says, "Okay, I come with you." Emma and Sarah prepare for the journey. They pack their bags. They start early in the morning. They ride through the city streets. After some hours, they leave the city behind them. Now, there are no big buildings. There are only green trees. The trees stand on both sides of the long road. They do not see any people. The sun starts to go down. Evening comes. The sky turns orange. Suddenly, their scooter stops. It makes a strange sound. Then it stops moving. Emma and Sarah try to start it again, but the scooter does not work. They feel worried. They feel scared. They are in the middle of nowhere. It is getting dark. Then they see an old man. He walks slowly on the road. Emma and Sarah call him. Emma asks, "Excuse me, sir." Our scooter stops. "Can you help us?" The old man looks at the scooter. He says, "There is a garage on this road, but it is far from here. You need to walk for some time." Emma and Sarah have no other choice. They decide to push the scooter. They must push it to the garage. They push the scooter for hours. The road is long. Their arms feel tired. Their legs feel tired. Finally, they see a small light. It is the garage. They feel so happy. They feel relief. They reach the garage. But their happiness does not last long. An old man works at the garage. They tell him about their scooter problem. He checks the scooter very carefully. He shakes his head slowly. He says, "The engine has a broken part." "I do not have this part here. I need to go to town tomorrow to get it." The repair takes one whole day. Emma and Sarah feel scared again. "Where do we stay tonight?" they ask. The old man says, "There is an old house near here. Nobody lives there. It is empty. You can stay there if you want." He pauses. He then says, "But some people say the house has a ghost. You can stay if you like. It is your choice." Sarah and Emma laugh a little. Emma says, "We do not believe in ghosts. Those stories are false." They are happy to stay there. It is a place to sleep. They walk to the old house. The house is very old. It looks dark. It looks empty. There are no lights. They feel a little afraid. They push the big door. It opens slowly. They go inside the house. It is dark inside too. They look for a room. They find one room. They put their bags in the room. They try to sleep, but sleep does not come easily. Late at night, they hear something strange. Very strange. Someone whispers their names. Softly, very softly. Emma, Sarah, they wake up. Their eyes open wide. They feel very scared. Their hearts beat fast. Boom, boom, boom. They follow the sound. The sound comes from another room. A door is half open. They walk slowly to the door. They push it slowly. They see something. It makes them freeze. They can not move. A woman. She wears a white dress. She stands near the window. She looks outside. She looks at the road. She does not move. She is still. Sarah whispers to Emma, "Do you see what I see?" Emma says quietly, "Yes." Who is that woman? Emma speaks to the woman. Emma asks, "Who are you?" Suddenly, the woman says, "Where is my James?" Her voice is sad. It is a whisper. Then a strong wind blows through the house. All the lights go dark. Sarah turns on her phone light. The light shines. But the woman is gone. Nobody is in the room. Emma and Sarah are alone. They feel very confused. They feel very scared. What just happened? The next morning, Sarah and Emma talk. Sarah asks, "Who is that woman? Who is James?" Emma says, "I do not know. But I have an idea. We must search this house. Maybe we find something." We find an answer. They go to the upper floor of the house. It is old and dusty. They look for clues. Emma finds an old box. The box is under a pile of old things. Inside the box, there are old photographs. Many old photos. One photo shows a young woman. A young man stands with her. They look very happy. They stand in front of this old house. They smile. On the back of the photo, 2 names are written. The names are James and Patricia. Emma says, "Look, the woman last night says this name." She says James. Suddenly, they hear the whispers again. Emma, Sarah. Their hearts beat fast. Boom, boom, boom. They follow the sound again. It comes from the same room. The room where they saw the woman. They open the door. The woman stands near the window again. She looks at the road. She looks for someone. She says sadly, "Where is my James?" Another strong wind comes. The woman disappears. Emma and Sarah decide. They must ask the garage owner. He is old. He lives here a long time. He knows stories. They run to the garage. Emma asks the old man, "Who are James and Patricia?" He looks at them. He asks, "Do you see something in that house?" Sarah says, "Yes." Strange things happen there. We see a woman. The old man sits down slowly. He looks sad. The old man says, "People in this village sometimes see a woman. She stands at the window. She looks at the road. She waits." Emma asks, "Why do you not tell us this before?" He says, "I do not believe those stories. They are just stories." Emma asks, "Then who are James and Patricia?" He says, "It is an old story. I do not know if it is true. James and Patricia are a married couple. They live in that house many years ago. They love each other very much. James needs to go to Australia for work. It is a long journey. He tells Patricia he comes back very soon. Patricia waits for him. She waits for a long time. But James does not return. Patricia waits and waits. Every day she waits. The old man continues. Then, one day, Patricia disappears. The village people search for her, but nobody finds her. People think she goes somewhere because she is very, very sad. Sarah and Emma feel surprised. They also feel very sad for this story. It is a sad love story. The old man says, "Your scooter is ready this evening. You can leave now." Emma and Sarah go back to the house. They need to get their bags. When they go inside, they find something new. An old diary. It is on the table. Sarah says, "We do not remember seeing this here before." It was not here. They open the diary. They read it. Patricia writes in this diary. She writes about her life. She writes about her husband, James. She writes how she waits for James every day. One page says, "Day 89. I wait for James today also. I stand near the window. I look at the road. Maybe he comes today. I believe he comes back to me. My love comes back." Another page says, "Day 200. Why does James not come? Does he forget me? No, I know he loves me. I wait for him forever." The diary also has an address. It is the address where James works. Sarah asks Emma, "Do you want to leave now? The scooter is ready." Emma says, "No, we can not leave. We must find the truth of this story. We must find what happens to James. We must find why he does not come back to Patricia." They decide. They go to the address. They find a man there. He is an old man. They ask him about James. The man says, "Yes, I know James. He worked here many years ago." It is a very sad story. The man tells them the ship James travels on disappears in the ocean. It was a big storm. They do not find his body. They do not find any survivors. Nobody lives. Emma and Sarah feel shocked. They feel very sad. The man goes inside. He brings a letter. He says, "I find this letter near James's bed before he leaves. It is for Patricia." They read the letter. It says, "My dear Patricia, I love you so much. Tomorrow I go on a big journey for my work. I come back to you very soon. I love you forever. Forever, your James." The man also gives them an old newspaper. The headline says, "Ship disappears with 5 people." James's name is in the list. Emma says, "Maybe Patricia still waits for James. Maybe if we show her this, her soul finds peace. Maybe she can rest." They decide to stay in the house one more night. They wait. They wait until they hear the whispers again. Late at night, they hear their names. Emma, Sarah. They go to the room. The woman stands near the window. Like before, she asks, "Where is my James?" Her voice is sad. It is full of sorrow. Emma steps forward. Emma says, "I am sorry, Patricia. James does not come back anymore." Emma tells her the truth. "But he loves you very much. He writes this letter for you. He wrote it before he leaves." Emma puts the letter in the middle of the room. A strong wind comes again. The woman walks slowly toward the letter. She reaches for it. She picks it up. She reads it. Tears fall from her eyes. She reads every word. She smiles softly. It is a peaceful smile. Then a bright, warm light fills the whole room. The woman slowly fades away. She becomes light. She is gone. With the letter, the whole house changes. The house becomes bright. It becomes warm. It feels peaceful. Emma and Sarah stay in the house that night, but they do not hear any sounds. No whispers, no wind. Everything feels peaceful. Emma says maybe she waits here because she thinks James comes back one day. She waits for him. Now she knows the truth. Her soul is free. Sarah says, their love is beautiful. It is very strong. The next morning, they leave the house. The house looks different now. It is bright. It is clean. It does not look dark anymore. The sadness is gone. Emma and Sarah finally go to visit Emma's grandmother. On the way, Sarah and Emma talk about Patricia and James. Sarah says their love is so strong. Patricia waits for so many years. Even after death, she waits. Emma says, yes, true love never dies. It lives forever. They reach Emma's grandmother's house. Grandmother hugs Emma tight. Emma tells her about their journey. She tells her about the mysterious house. She tells her about the woman who waits. Grandmother listens carefully. Grandmother says, that is a sad but beautiful story. You help her soul find peace. That is a good thing you did. Emma thinks about Patricia and James. Their story stays in her heart. This journey teaches her something important. It teaches her that love is the strongest thing in the world. Emma understands now. Love is forever. It does not stop when someone is gone. And even when death comes, love whispers, I am still with you. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. What do you believe about love that transcends time and death? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below, and subscribe to English Bite for more incredible stories that blur the lines between reality and the unknown.